Robert De Niro, like that's what he uses on the screen, but if you know him really well, you kind of bother. I did a show with him, a handyman show in Wisconsin. We were there for about 3 weeks.
Hello, Light fans, and welcome to the finals of the Suburban See-Through Championships. I'm Dave Grummond, and with me is former All-Pro handy guy Stan Wizacowich. Cow, I think we've got a real pivotal game lined up today.
All right, you are, Grum. Should be a real barn lighter. We're out in front of the home of Linda and Clark Peterson. And today, they're teaming up for the big one. The Petersons, Dave, are going to install a skylight.
How do you read this one, Stan?
With my glasses on, Dave. And speaking of seeing clearly, mark my words, fans, that Columbia skylight is going to put the Petersons right out in front of the league if they don't fold under the pressure.
Pressure, Cow?
Well, Clark Peterson hasn't had a very good season so far, Dave. You know, he put in the new bathroom mirror upside down. Family's got to brush its teeth standing on its head.
Goodness.
Yeah, and he installed a garburator in the toilet. You don't want to hear about it.
No, I don't. Given a record like that, Cow, I'm surprised that his spouse dressed him for the big one, installing a skylight.
Well, Grum, yeah, I talked to them about that earlier today. Bob, can we have a look at that backgrounder? Linda and Clark, maybe you can start by telling us why you're putting in this skylight.
Well, Stan, we took a look at how the staircase and landing were performing this season. And it came up a bit dull, a bit dark, really.
Well, I didn't see the roller skates.
So we said, hey,
Hey!
a skylight would really brighten up the place, you know? Give it that spacious feeling, add value to our home.
Yeah, so I punched a hole in the ceiling.
Whoa! Oh, I guess then you got like a game strategy to put something in there real quick.
Oh, yeah, you know, laminated glass, acrylic.
We're gonna do better than that, Stan.
Huh?
We're putting in a Columbia skylight.
Yeah.
Well, Stan, the Petersons seem to be up for it. I'd say using a Columbia skylight gives them an enormous boost.
Big boost.
They get that deluxe Columbia skylight in, they're going to gain a lot of light.
I'd say no pains, no gains, Dave.
I wish you hadn't, Stan. And there's the gun. Linda and Clark leap into action and... Oh, this is exciting, Stan. They're using a plumb bob to indicate the location where the skylight will eventually be, using the hole in the ceiling as a guide. Oh, and a nice move by Linda as she drives nails up through the roof to mark the 4 inside corners of the opening.
Dave, I'm here on the sidelines, and I think I've discovered why the Petersons are plumb bobbing with such confidence today. They've got the Columbia how-to guide that takes you step by step through the process of installing a skylight. I wish we'd had something like this in my day.
Thanks, Stan.
Back to you, Dave.
Back with the live action, Stan. The Petersons seem to be really up for this. Up on the roof, to be exact. And it's step 2 out of the Columbia playbook. Marking the opening and removing the shingle. Now the crowd is hushed. He's going to cut the roof, Stan. Tremendous confidence shown there by Clark. It takes a big man to pierce the roof over his own head.
Dave, even at this early stage, it seems the Petersons are sticking to a solid game plan. Basics, execution, one step at a time.
I've seen a lot of games under the dome, Stan. This is the best one I've seen on top of it. Clark now launches into step 3, the framing around the opening.
He's really taken that hammer into the boards, Dave. Let's take another look at that from the reverse angle. Here we see Clark hammering in the header. This helps ensure that there is ample support.
Stan, I'm impressed. Things seem to be going smoothly and quickly.
They studied the Columbia playbook well, Dave. Looks like a no-huddle offense all the way.
No time wasted. And now the Columbia flashing kit is going to save them even more time. While we were away, Clark formed the Columbia head flashing and tucked it up under the shingles.
Where it belongs. Isn't that one of the Garbonsky twins? Gloria!
Stan.
Oh, sorry, lady.
Stan, let's get back to the action. The Petersons are doing a great job.
And it looks like the Peterson team has prepared the roof curb. Now Clark is fastening the curb to the roof. And Linda checks the squareness of the opening.
Teamwork. Squareness.